Hello, this is Imi from iTradeAIMS.com, AIMS Stress-Free Trading. I'm going to do a quick analysis of several Forex charts this afternoon. It is New York Open at the moment, so 9:30 a.m. in the US and 2:30 in the UK. Let's quickly go through some charts. We're going to do a top-down analysis. Day 1, H4, H1, and see how it goes. Using our shortcut key on the mouse, we're going to use Control-Tab to go forward and backward. So the first chart we're looking at is gold. If you look at it, it's a 3 up, with a completed kind of a 3, and then it's in a wave 4 on the daily chart. Let's go to the H4. The H4, obviously, because the daily chart is sideways stuck in a box, H4 is going to be jagged up and down. But within that H4, as you can see, there's some kind of an impulse wave down and pull back up, and it's moving right now. So in this situation, we know that the AO is red, turn down, turn maroon. If we go to the hourly, there's going to be a setup. Now, this is what we call a setup 0, because the purple is mingled with the gator and it's inside the box. But what's in its favor is that we have a 3 down and a 4. So if one was to take this, the idea would be that this price would probably come around this area. So the low of this box and the low of this box, and that gives you plenty of opportunity. So I can still go in this, and I'm going to do that by going to the ATM. I don't want to risk full 1%, so I'm going to click this button, bring it here. Half a risk. I'm going to go to the hourly chart, and I'm going to go market order, and this blue line, I want to move it around here. That's what I will exit, so I will go in, and that would be a $250 risk. This is where it's going to hit break even when it hits the peak of 3. And if we're lucky, it will go there, and it will hit wave 5. If wave 5 becomes a wave 5, then it will hit, or it should hit, target zone 1, which seems to be slightly below. Target point seems to be slightly below the target zone 1, but that's fine. Most probably price will react to this, but there is still plenty of space. So if it starts going back up, we will probably exit, break even. Next chart. This is the Bitcoin chart. Let's go to the daily. As you can see, it was a strong move up, then sideways for 3 months until it broke out last month, and there was a big drop down. So it's going sideways. So on H4, it probably has created a setup 1. I can actually see it from this chart. Gator open. Edward, if you're listening, Gator open. Don't need to worry about purple at the moment, because this is the higher time frame for me. So if this Gator is open and AO has peaked and the bars are dark without divergence, H4 is going to have a setup. I've got a bet on it, and let's see what happens. Yes, there is a setup. So you have a clean 3, sideways 4. Now around this time it was a setup 0, but now as you can see, the purple is not touching the Gator. Always going to look at the lines at the right end, the right edge of the chart, because they are shifted lines. So if I wanted to take this trade, it would be a setup 1 here, and my target would be based on the target zone. Secret given away. This would be my target point, which is, let's call it 94 points, and let's call this 30 points. So that's 1:3. I can easily put a trade on this without worrying too much. So let's bring this to swing, and I'm going to move this stop loss up there, and I want to enter around here. So if it was to break out, it's going to be a strong bang. So we'll do that. Now I've already taken 2 trades, and now this is a situation where it was, let's go to the daily, it's come down. So you can see a 3 down and 4 up, and then probably a 5th is coming down. Let's have a quick look on weekly. So weekly's Australian dollar has been going down all this time. So let's go to the daily chart, and the daily shows impulse down, correction up, and you could see here, let's bring my arrow with my favorite yellow color. So comes down and then zigzag goes up, almost a W, right? So this zigzag up is a PC because this would be A, this would be B, this would be C, and this is PC because there's a stepping down pattern and it goes against it, but doesn't start a new stepping up pattern. Instead, it fakes out and comes down. So this would have created something nice on the H4, which is not really good because this and the, so you can see this is the inside of the zigzag that I talked about. So if you want to, on the higher time frame, this is the advantage that you get, is that you can actually inspect the waves a bit further because you have quite a lot of data and quite a lot of different time frames to deal with. So if I want to call this A, this is B, and this is C, then I have further evidence that B, because B is also a zigzag. So within an A is usually an impulse wave, within a C is almost always an impulse wave, but within B it's always a corrective zigzag. So as you can see, there's a zigzag on this, and if I wanted to inspect a bit further, I would actually put a box in there and go to the hourly chart to inspect that, what I think is a B inside, so you can see a nice zigzag going down. So that's one. So if I wanted to trade this on the 4-hour chart, I would say, okay, it's probably going down for a wave 5 and it's not a setup for me, so I'll wait for it to create some sort of setup. Most probably, so if I had that thought process and I thought about that, then at London Open I could have actually taken this setup. Now this would not be a setup 1 or a setup 0. This would be a different setup based on the waves. So we don't take these ones, not for now. So let's go to the next chart, Australian dollar yen. Let's go to the daily. Daily, as we can see, same kind of scenario like the Australian dollar, but obviously it's got the yen side on the other side. So it's going up, down. This is a confusing kind of situation at the moment. So if we go to the 4-hour chart, on 4-hour we have an impulse wave up and a correction down here. So if I go to the hourly chart, I'm not looking at shorts. Instead, I'm looking for some kind of long. So obviously if I looked at this chart yesterday, I would be definitely, and I did, I'll put this in my short list, and I put a box like this and sleep. This is my sleep time. So when I wake up, I'll be thinking, okay, if the box is somewhere around here, I will try to trade it and go into wave 5, which obviously did not happen, and we will see that in CAD yen as well. Euro dollar is going down after doing the almost like Australian dollar, goes down, comes back up, an ABC correction, and now it's going down. So at the moment it's inside the gator. It was close to zero line, so we're not really looking into anything on the H4 or the hourly chart on this. But if it continues like this and it creates, and if it ends around here today, then tomorrow, if it ends around here or somewhere down there, then most probably tomorrow, if it stays within this box overnight, then it could create a setup. And so let's suppose it went, oh, not that, change it please. Okay, so comes here, then kind of stayed within the box overnight, and we'll be looking for a trade down here using the M15 chart, and that will be called the famous setup. Euro Australian dollar, let's skip this one. EURCAD is very interesting because we have a trade on it as well, and this formed from this analysis. So as you can see, like the Australian dollar, excuse me, so you can see that there was a 345 completed on this, but this wave 5 is still going down. On the daily chart, you wouldn't think of trading this at all because it's inside the gator, you're waiting for something else. But when you go to the 4-hour chart, there is something that was happening that we monitored the other day. So you can see I've marked this target zone. This is from the other day. So on the inner wave, this is where it came around to the target zone 1, then it stayed and did a weird kind of a long wave 4, and then it came back to it again. And now if you look at the hourly chart on this, let me zoom out a bit, you can see that you have a 3 up and a very extended wave 4. We're not interested in this. The new setup 1 rules suggest that your wave, we have rules based on the bars of the AO and the days, the time that it spends. Not going to talk about it right now, it's for the members area only, but this is our secret 2 rules. I've given away that rule 1, which is going to come out on the video tomorrow. One of them, which is the AO bars, but you probably don't understand it unless I really explain it to you, which is that there is a certain amount of number of bars on the AO. There's a minimum and maximum number for it that we use for creating a setup. And the other one is about days. How many days should the wave 3 be? How many days in hours and days should be the wave 4? From that point of view, this wave 4 was too long for us, but still you can follow the wave. So it's not tradable, but you can still follow the wave. You can see that it hit target zone 1 once, and then it hit it again, and it bounced strongly and came down. So this is where the cue is for any trader. So this is what we do. And Edward, if you're listening, and anyone else, this is specifically for people who trade the hourly chart. This is how you monitor your trades. So today, on this day, when you saw there was a strong, clear move, so the formation before that was up, but then it broke that formation and it started into a bear formation. It went down. You would wait for the next day for market to either continue or go back. So if it didn't continue, you saw that it consolidated into a wave 4, and that was your cue that day 1 was wave 3, day 2, this day was wave 4. So that means on day 3, which is today, you would have a trade. So the first entry that we received was this one, which is, if you look at this box, it's literally a fake out. So it tries to break it, but the sellers take over straight away. And the beautiful apple, the fruit signal is a reversal signal. If it happens between the gator and the purple when the formation is 3 and 4, then that apple becomes very, very powerful and earliest way to get into the next wave 5. So my entry could have been here, but I didn't take it there, but I did take after it broke. And so if I took this one, my stop loss would have been 26, and then I would have added one more time using that, and now it's going towards my target point where it will probably bank $348. So it's currently, it reacted to the peak of 3, to these bottoms of wave 3, and it's not much to go, about 15-20 pips to go, and it would hit the target point. It's break even anyway, nothing to lose here. So that's a lovely trade. Let's go to the next one. Euro pound was a similar situation. It was a difficult one to take because the wave 4 is a little bit different, but what I want to talk about is these 2 days. So in the previous example, we have a setup one, which is a 3-day setup one. So the 2 days are the setup, and the 3rd day is your trade day. So it's this one. And on this setup, you have a 2-day wave 3 and a 1-day wave 4. So this is a 4-day setup for now, in which 3 days forms the setup, and the 4th day you take a trade. And let me tell you this, that the maximum we do is 5 days, where you have a 2 days wave 4, or 2.5 days, sorry, 2 days wave 3, or 2.5 days wave 3, and then you have 1 day to 1.5 day of wave 4, and then the next day is your trade day. Euro yen, this would have been a nice, lovely setup one. If you took it here, obviously it's going to be a rent. But why I didn't take it is exactly that little point that I told you about. I've been trading this setup for such a long time that I've created rules that has restricted it to proper, to pinpoint. I mean, I know exactly what setup that I want to take, and I can teach you, and I'm teaching you right now, that not every setup one is a setup one, the one that looks like setup one, but there are rules. If you look at them and you apply them and you train yourself, you can actually avoid a lot of the bad signals. So look at this one. You have 1, 2, 3 days wave 3. It started from here, probably slightly more than 3 days. And my rule for 3 days wave 3 is that I want to have at least 2 days wave 4 for that. So even if I wanted, if I was excited about this and I took the trade, it would be half a risk. And if I did and it went down, I'm not bothered at all, because this is about 30% of the trades are going to be like this. Now let's go to the daily chart. And if you look at the daily chart, that makes it very easy for you to filter this trade. As you can see that this box high, the market has hit that. This is a corrective wave. So obviously in corrective wave, you would expecting price to not go too much, more than 3-4 candles. So as an overall, this is a downtrend on euro yen on the daily as well. This is a ABC correction, and it hit the peak here. And let me put another trick. Let me show you another trick of the ABC correction and wave 4s, which is the same target zone 1. So ABC always creates this as well. It could still go to target zone 2 because normally when there's an ABC formation, A usually is equal to B. So it could go 100%. Anyway, so we didn't take that, but we were keen on the other one. So I'll skip this one. This is our beloved pound dollar. So some good news about Brexit. Price started going up. And as you can see, this is some sort of a uptrend now. But if you go to the weekly, you still see a strong formation of a downtrend. Could it be that it's hit? Look at this. This is beautiful, isn't it? So this is your entire year, 2019, and this one is 2018. So the whole of 2018 was a wave 3 down, and then the start of wave 2019 up to May, it was wave 4, and it created a fantastic setup one here. So if you had a big account and you can wait and you have different type of trading, you could actually have taken this trade, entry here, stop loss there. That's about 376 pips stop loss, and then your target point is at target zone 1, and look what it did. It came here, it started reacting, and it went up. Now I don't know why this happens, because there's a lot of you know, there are so many economic reasons and political reasons why this all happens, but it seems to be that the market, the whole universe moves in waves, if I can say that, and the waves that we catch on the financial markets tend to move in this formation, and that's why I call it the structure of the market, because it always moves like this. So you could have predicted in May that by the end of, let's say, September, price is going to go to, you know, the pound dollar is going to be 1.21 or something like this. And that's it, it's going up. So I don't know if it's going to be a complete reversal now. The new wave is going to start. So it's a confusion phase at the moment. But if you go to the daily chart, you could see maybe this is a 1-2. Because if it's 1 and this is 2, 2 will have ABC in it. And again, you look at it. If I want to inspect more, I'll go to the 4-hour chart, and you can see, yeah, this is a nice zigzag down. And price is moving impulsively up. So yes, there is something going on the 4-hour chart. We have a 3, and then we have a Scooby pattern. Now there's another one. We have quite a few patterns identified in the last 10 years, and I talk about them all the time. And together these patterns kind of complete my understanding of the structure of the market. So this is one pattern where we call the Scooby pattern, and inside the Scooby pattern you have a B pattern, a B trap. Now it might sound confusing, but it's not really confusing, because once you understand the structure of the market, which is 3, 4, 5 and ABC, so literally forget about ABC. Actually, it's just 3, 4, 5. Like, and I put it this way: I can actually write down Elliott wave in one line, and it is this: the market moves like so. Let me draw it. This is what the market does: push, pull, push again. That mark of Zorro, that mask of Zorro or mark of Zorro or the flash golden sign, this is what the market does. So when the push is like this and pull is over here, I'm not interested. If push is like so, pull it like here, I'm still interested. Push is here, no pull, still interested. Push here, pull up, pull, tug of war, still interested. But if push is here and pull is all the way down, not interested at all. And this is what it is. So this is telling me that there could be a B trap, and this is telling me that price could come down here like this. So if I go to the hourly chart, I can see there was some kind of setup one going on, but same logic. I have a 2-day Setup 1, so 2-day wave 3, which has gone really fast up, and then 1-day wave 4 type. If I took this trade, which I haven't, I won't regret it. If I have a 50 pip stop loss and it gets hit, that's fine, because this is setup 1. However, I knew that this is a very, very strong wave 3. 500 pips in 2 days. This is not normal, it's abnormal. So when this happens, the market would take time to digest this information. And sometimes if I filter a trade by this information, I might miss a trend. Maybe the market still has a lot more coming in. But anyway, I didn't take this because I thought the other setups were far better than this. And same situation here. This is all the pound formation the same way. And this is the chart that I want to talk about, the New Zealand dollar CAD. So like the other trade that we looked at, I think it was EURCAD. Yes. This one was a perfect setup 1. Now I was in EURCAD. I didn't take this one, but I should have taken this one. Let's go to the daily chart. This is lovely because we have a 3 down, and you see those little two green dots. This is wave 4. Now on the daily chart, you don't want to touch it, and Gator is sleeping, so on H4 it's not going to look beautiful as well. As you can see, it's doing this, but from that H4 inside the garbage, you saw this. Now this is important. If you pay attention to this, so around this week, up to this point, we have an impulse wave, and then you're looking for something to go up again, but it comes here, hits this box, comes down, hits that box, comes down, hits that box, comes down. 1, 2, 3, right? This is the box level. Hits it here, creates another box high. Hits it here, creates another box high. This one kind of broke out, but faked out, comes down. But on the other side, it keeps coming back and keeps hitting these levels. So this is, by definition, a clogged market, boxed market. It doesn't know what to do. And then something happens. 1, 2, 3, 4th time, right at that level, tries to break, but there's a massive reaction. A strong outside bar, OB. Jasmine, if you're listening, an OB, look at this, an engulfing candle. Not only does it react here, it goes all the way down and price closes outside the box and continues down, and this opens the gator. So when this gator opens, then we wait for a pullback like so. And this pullback was so beautiful that when it happened and it touches the green line here, creates a reversing candle, a pin bar if you like. It's created, and then you had a setup. So whenever there's a situation like this on the time frame, which is 4 or 5 times above your trading time frame, so this is the 4-hour chart. So the 4-hour chart has open gator, and Edward again on the 5 times higher time frame. All I want is, like I explained in my video yesterday, you want the 3 lines to be open and price to be clearly moving. And if there's a story behind it like this, becomes even easier. So I'm going to mark this line here, and you'd see that there will be a setup 1 underneath it, and that's what it is. There was a setup. What is the setup? We have a wave 3, price moves strongly 2 days, gator is open, then AO starts to go back to the 0 line, it comes here, gator sleeps, price is boxed, creates a red dot. You check your flow chart. Where is the dot? It's red. Where is the gator? It's correct. Is the purple? It's correct. It's floating above. Risk is minimum. You go in with, say, 20 or 25 stop loss, and you are nearing, if you were 20 stop loss, you've already hit 2%. 40 is hit. Otherwise, it would go to 50. And let's put the target zone 1 on this. And you can see that your target should be around this area, grabbing 45 to 50 pips. This is beautiful setup 1, and this is what we do. So this then is a 3 days setup, where 2 days 2 days creates the setup. The signal is created by 2.5 days, whereas like in the middle of the day, the wave 3 starts and carries on to the middle of the day, the next day, and from there wave 4 begins, and about 15 to 16 hours of wave 4, and I think about 24 hours of wave 3, and about 16 hours of wave 4, and then bang, goes into wave 5. This is the type of setup one I want to take. I don't really like the 3 days wave 3 and then a 2 days wave 4 ones. I want the 3 days and a 2 day setup. So this is the 3 day setup. And this is what I was building up to. I was building it all to make a point about this setup. So this is setup 1. Now you can take this pattern, understand this pattern, apply to the M15 chart, apply to the M5 chart, apply to the M1 chart, apply to the weekly chart. It works. Forex analysis, and it is about to hit the target point. As you can see, EURCAD showing green because price is heading towards target point. It's going to hit that target. And the other one was gold. I took it. I took the trade live, and as you can see, that gold can move strongly sometimes, and you can see it's already $100 in profit. I can, if I want, move that a little bit, but I won't touch it. I'm going to go and collect my son, and I will see what happens afterwards. So let's go back to the EURCAD chart. It's probably hitting it. There we go. I think it's going to live. Going to hit that, and we will bank those profits. And that's what it is. So I hope you learned something new in this. I have not stopped myself from, saying anything. Whatever comes to my mind, I say it. This is how I trade. This is what I know about markets, and it's there unhinged. But obviously, if you were to dive deeper into this, you are always welcome to click that link below in the description, download the 10-second Elliott's Wave ebook, and then maybe go further, and because we'll start sending you a couple of emails. If you like those, maybe go to the itradeaims.net website, and if you like to join, that would be extraordinary. So it will be lovely to have you, and we will explore these setups day in and day out, time and again, and make money.
Thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video, and if yes, please hit the like button. Do you have any questions or ideas for upcoming videos? Then leave a comment. Also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you never miss any future videos. See you next time.